as well. This is back in 2004. Let's see. This was the Gates that was here in New York, and I went out in the bone-chilling weather and actually drew it in the snow. So that was quite an experience. I froze my fingers off, but I came out with a great art piece, and I love it.
Good colors for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's your favorite piece of artwork you ever created?
That's a hard one. That's definitely a hard one. I would say it would either have to be the Run DMC piece. Is one of three. This one, my dog Buddha. This is made in memory of. And actually this painting right here up in the corner. This was actually my first painting, and it was a huge learning experience for me. It was a huge learning experience for me just because I had never done anything on the canvas before. And this was just the first thing that I had done. And a weird note about this is that I made this in August of 2001. And 9/11 had occurred. And now it's October or so. So I wake up one day, and I noticed how I have the towers here, and the towers fell. And I thought that it was just such a weird coincidence. It freaked me out for the entire day.
Oh, you did that before
I did it, yes. I did this in August, and then September, that's what happened. So it was a really, really weird experience. And actually, when I was making this, I was thinking of New York. I lived down south at the time, and I was very homesick. And I'm from New York, and I wanted to make something that would capture it. And I just thought it was weird that I made it for New York, and then this occurred, and I painted it beforehand. It was very odd, and I didn't even know what to think.
Wow, I see you have the Statue of Liberty.
Yes.
That is so freaky.
Yeah.
Wow. Is there anything else in this book that you wanted to point out before we move along? Anything special?
Maybe this piece.
Oh, wow, look at that.
This is a piece that I did in marker and spray paint. And then this is actually going to be printed on the clothes. This will be coming out on the C1 label this summer. And this is going to be a great series. This is one of three. And I'm really excited to see just where this goes. So this is going to be something great.
Okay. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we're going to move along and see the other guys. Okay, here we are with another artist, this young man. And could you introduce yourself to New York here?
Hey, what's up? My name's Miles, and I guess you could say I'm an artist. I'm out here displaying my work. I like to do graffiti mainly, street art, whatever you want to call it. Streets inspire me.
So your medium is what that you like to work in is?
Mostly spray paint, paint markers. You know, I'm trying to do a little airbrush here, but don't look at this. It's not coming out right.
That's work in creation and process. Can you tell us a little bit about your work and what your favorite piece is and why and what got you started in this whole thing? You may take the microphone.
Okay, thank you. Well, I don't really have a favorite. I don't believe in favorites. Everything's opinion, you know.
Good daddy.
You know, yeah. I got into this when I was in high school. I seen a kid doing graffiti on paper, and I asked him what he was doing. He said, nah, just come up with a name and start trying to draw it. So I went with it. I've been doing it for like 7 years now. Just expressing myself, you know, the realest way I can. And the law doesn't really like realness. They like you to be a robot. That's how I see it. They want to get you in line with all the other ducks.
So tell us what you're doing here. So you decided to start working on clothing?
Yeah, actually I was kind of in a deadlock. I wasn't doing anything for a while, and then I looked this event up on Craigslist, and I went out and bought a bunch of canvases, painted them in like 2 days, came out here, started doing my clothes again. I have like pictures of drawings, and I paste them up on the shirts. My friend has silk screens. I work with that. I hand paint my hats. I have little posters I've done here. These are like collages of different people's graffiti. Yeah.
Is that your purple hat over there? I mean, shirt?
The shirt, yeah. The design in the middle is mine, and the stuff around it is designs by my friend. And I used his silk screens to do it, but I did it myself. Try to get a little creative with it instead of just stamping it on, you know, trying to make it look kind of grimy.
Do you have a website?
Got a website in progress right now, oxygenmbk.com. That's OXEGEN mbk.com. If you put a little slash and write shop, then you could see the pictures of my boy stuff. That's him right there. He does characters. He's a tattoo artist. He's an old graffiti writer from L.A., Texas. He's done a year in jail for graffiti. He's a crazy dude, but he's a real good artist. You know, it shows, you know, real people could do real art. That's how I see it.
Have you found it different to take it from the streets onto different type of media, such as like the shirts and the hats?
Yeah, kind of boring. Yeah.
You like working with food?
Yeah, I like my space, but you know, when I'm at home, I'm doing my thing, and if I can make money off of it, that would be ideal. To just do my thing like this, and be able to make a living off of it. I don't really want to work in a restaurant all my life or be a businessman, go to school. I tried going to school. I did good for a couple of weeks, and I quit. Started doing this.
Well, I want to thank you, and I'm sorry for taking time away from your work. I want to thank you for joining us on the Here's Lisa, and I hope you continue to follow what's in your heart.
Thank you. Nice to meet you guys. What's up? All my people in Bushwick, Brownsville, East New York, all you know who you are. I'll see you around.
Thank you. Okay, let's see what's next here at Sputnik. This is
Bernard Robinson.
This is Bernard Robinson, and I want to thank you for joining us on the Here's Lisa show, first of all.
You're welcome.
Can you just explain a little bit about your artwork and what inspires you?
Well, my artwork is not really inspired by much of anything. Like, well, I really don't have a story like most artists have. I just do it because, well, I like doing it. And here I'm just figuring out which medium I like using best. I have pen and ink, graphite, oil. Well, this has ink in it too. And oil, well, I like oil the best though. Well, I started painting when I was about 11. Now I use acrylic painting. I'm just now getting into the oil painting. And as far as like the pieces go, that's my favorite one over there because that's like the only piece that I've ever done that actually came out just how I wanted. And it's like illustration is like where I'm going. That's my favorite, followed by this one right here because, well, this was kind of random, and it's like, it seems like the pieces that are the most random pieces are the ones that tend to come out like just how you want them. Like those, I put more thought into those, and well, they're decent, but I don't really have a connection with them. You know?
Do you think sometimes that you're just inspired by something beyond yourself that makes them more special when you don't put so much thought into it? Maybe.
Exactly. It's like.
So the oil paint, it's really interesting. I love the blues. And how did you feel going from the different types of medium?
Well, with the oil, since oil blends and it's dry slow, I wanted to, this isn't so much focus on the concept of the man in the microphone, but using one color, you know, without using black, because black's not a color. I just wanted to see how far I could go with just using blue and white, so that's what I come from.
Very nice. Good. So when did you started when you were 11?
That's when I started drawing, like, more so, like, acrylic painting when I was 11. I've been drawing since this is pen and ink right here.
Pen and ink?
Wow.
India
ink and crow quill pen. This is graphite, this is oil. I've been drawing since I was 4, but, like, I'm just recently, like, getting in, finding all the mediums because there's so much you can do. It's like...
Do you have a website or a MySpace or?
I have a MySpace. It's naturalborn03 at MySpace. And if you go to my MySpace page, I'm keeping people posted on when my website's coming. So
excellent. So they can see more of your artwork and check out what you're doing and keep up to date.
Yes.
Well, I thank you so much for joining me on the Here's Lisa show. And good luck and keep doing what's in your heart. Thank you. Okay, we're going to go down here and... Okay, now we're going to our next artist. Hi. I'm good. What's your name?
Shalonda Savage.
Thank you for joining me on the Here's Lisa show today. Yep. Now, let's talk about your art. What type of media do you like?
All right. I'd probably say I'm an abstract artist. You could call it urban art or, it has like a graffiti touch to it. But it's mostly just all like free expression art. I just start in one spot and just let it go.
Can you get a shot of this, Clarence? I just want to eat that.
I'm actually part of an art team. It's Savage Art. My friend Josie Zatina, she's a photographer. She's got amazing stuff. She's brilliant. She's got a great eye. She also does graphic art. This is some of my art that she incorporated into a piece through Adobe Photoshop, you know. She's great, yeah.
Do you have a MySpace or a website you want to tell everyone?
You can check me out. It's myspace.com/SHOW-PT.2.